Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we're talking about my Warhammer update. It's been a while since I've done a Warhammer update, so I wanted to update everybody on what I've been working on, what I've been playing and painting and building and all that type of stuff. So, because, yeah, it's been a few months, actually, I think. Maybe a month or two since I've done a full, update on what I'm doing. So, first off, I have really enjoyed Warhammer 40,000 10th edition. It's been above and beyond better than 9th edition. I've had so much more fun playing 10th edition than 9th edition. It's not even funny. It's straight up just that much more fun. So I've played, I want to say 7 or 8 games of it now, and just every time it's just been great. It's just been fun. I've played, I think, 2 or 3 Orc games. I've played, I think, 2 Tyranid games, and then I think 3 Necron games. So it's 7 or 8 games or something. But it's been fantastic. So far, Necron's definitely my favorite. I think they're probably the strongest as well. I think Necrons are 1. I think Tyranids are number 2, and then I think Orcs are last. I also play kind of a meme Orc list with the Stampa. So, it's not like a, meta list or something, but... And then Tyranids, I pretty much play a monster-heavy Tyranid list. I have the Screamer Killer, I have the Tyrannifex, I have the Trigon or whatever it is. I think it's the Trigon. I have the Haruspex, I have the Exocrine. I literally have every big Tyranid monster in my list. I have the Hive Tyrant, or the Winged Hive Tyrant. I have the Swarm Lord, and then just some small stuff mixed in, but it's pretty much just a monster list, and I think it's the most fun way to play Tyranids right now, to be honest. We'll see what happens when they get their book, and then they get a bunch more units. That'll be fun, but that's pretty much what I've been doing. And the Necrons have just been every Necron game I've played, man, has just been so good. I think I've won every time I've played Necrons as well. They're so strong. I don't even think they're overpowered. I think they're just strong. I think they're just good. So that's been a lot of fun. On the Sigmar side, I've only played 1 Age of Sigmar game in the new season, because I've been playing a lot of 40k, obviously, and I played Nurgle against Seraphon, and it actually went pretty well. I really like the new season. I like the primal magic. I thought it was a lot of fun when I played it. And I won my game, so that was also fun, but just being able to do things like the Hoarfrost spell, that was really cool. I like the almost random fun things you can do with Hoarfrost. You can bring a Gorgon down from hitting on 4s to hitting on 2s. You can give your Storm Fiends 0 rend on their crushing blows to 3 rend on their crushing blows. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with it. So I really like that. So I'm glad this season's going to be a year long, because I'm sure I'll play more of it eventually, but as of right now, I'm dabbling a little bit in each 40k and Sigmar, so I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Sigmar this week, actually. But it's been great. So in terms of what I've been building mainly 40k stuff. I did build the Nurgle, what's it called? The thing that just came out, Dawnbringer, is that what it is? I built the new Dawnbringer Nurgle cavalry guy, the priest. I can't think of his name. But it's a sick model. It's really cool. I love it a lot, so I'm probably going to run him in one of my lists. It's also really cool to actually have a Nurgle priest in Nurgle. I mean, you could ally in a Skaven priest, but it's cool to have an actual Nurgle priest. That's cool. And I've also been building... I built some Hive Guard. I built, is it Hive Guard? Tyrant Guard. Tyrant Guard? Hive Guard. I built the guard that are bulky and good at melee or whatever. I think it's Hive. I think it's Tyrant Guard. I think Hive Guard's the ones that shoot, right? If I remember correctly. I built the Tyrant Guard, whatever. It doesn't, whatever. And then I built a Bubble Chukka. For the orcs, the little Noblars with the bubble chukka. I built one of those because I thought that'd be fun, especially in a Stompa list, just shooting bubbles. And then I also built some Lich Guard with shields, because those units are busted. And then I also built another Destroyer. The dude, the I can't think of his name. It's just the destroyer guy. He's got the massive gun. He costs like 45 points. I can't think of his name for some reason. Just that's not the Hexmark destroyer. That's the guy that shoots once you shoot, which is a fantastic unit. Very annoying. Every time they shoot your annoying blob of Necron warriors that they don't want to shoot, then they get shot back at, and then if they charge them, they get unleashed hell, and the dude's hitting on 2s, and he can snipe their heroes out of the unit. Hexmark destroyers, unbelievable unit. I love it. I only got one, but I'm like, dude, I need more of these. So that was really cool. And let's see, have I built anything else? There's probably a couple other things I built. I can't remember, but those were the main things I've been building. And then if you haven't heard, about a week and a half ago, I got a concussion, and so that made it so I couldn't really look at screens. It's getting better now, hence why I'm looking at a screen and talking. This is something I probably wouldn't be very good at about a week ago, but it made it so I had to kind of, you know, take it easy, relax, heal up. And so I based all of my Necrons. So let me see. Can I think I got my Warhammer thing on. Hold on. Can I do this? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. There it is. There, you can see all my Necrons are based over there. Hold on. I can show you, I think. I did like the lava volcano thing, but here, can you see that? Uh-oh. No, you can't. There it is. I did like that. See? The, like, glowy ground. I think it's pretty neat. So I literally based like my entire army. I based like 30 warriors, all my leaders, the Silent King, the Void Dragon, like and then I just got to do some ones you see at the bottom, the sniper dudes, a couple flayed ones, and I think my Royal Warden. Then my whole army is based, which is fantastic. I think it's cool once you have an entire army that's just based and looks like they all blend together instead of just, you know, generic bases. So pretty happy about that. Uh-oh, there we go. And yeah, that's pretty much been it for my Warhammer adventure. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed playing 40k, really getting into it. Obviously, you know, I'm not a big Space Marine person. I've enjoyed killing Space Marines. That's been fun. But it's been cool actually really getting into the Necrons and, you know, actually building my Tyranid backlog. I had like an entire bin of Tyranids that I had not built. Literally everything that I mentioned earlier was like I had to build it on top of the Leviathan box Tyranids. So I built a lot of Tyranids in the last couple months, but you know, luckily I'm finally finished. I've gotten to play with them. They're pretty fun. And then, you know, orcs are orcs. You roll dice, hope you roll well. And, you know, that's, you roll like 5 billion dice and hope you roll well. That's the fun of orcs, essentially. But it's been great. And so, you know, that plus, you know, the new Sigmar season seems promising. I'll obviously play more of that eventually. And I'm hoping some new Battletomes start coming out. Like we're going to get Flesh Eater Courts, I'm sure, probably in the fall, coming up in like a month or two. New Cities of Sigmar that I don't care about, but a lot of people do. Really hoping for a new Orc Battletome. Please. Please. New Orc Battletome. I really just want to play a lot of my Orc stuff. That'd be cool. Also, maybe Bone Splitter refresh. That'd be sick. It probably won't happen, but I can dream. Bone Splitter refresh, please. And obviously, big Skaven refresh. You know, no, Skaven Warband. Got a new priest, got a new like monk and plague sensor bear units, which I think that does mean we're on our way to a Skaven refresh. Like it's pretty much obviously happening. I think they're doing the same thing they did with Seraphon. It makes sense. They're a popular army. Everyone loves them. They're outdated. They're going to get refreshed. It's just a matter of when, right? A lot of people are saying they're going to be the 4th edition army in the box with like Stormcast, which I think would make sense, but part of me thinks it might actually happen earlier. If you actually look back, you can see a lot of Seraphon stuff got the same treatment, right? Like when the Seraphon Warhammer warband came out, it was like a Saurus warrior that looked new, the new chameleon skinks, right? And then we had the actual Warcry chameleon skinks that are essentially the new chameleon skinks, right? They started making a lot of sculpts for Seraphon, a skink priest, right? And so you kind of got the hint of like they're making a lot of new Seraphon. They made the new Lord Croak, right? And so it's kind of the same with Skaven, right? They had the Eshin warband, which is actually a really good warband, the Skitter Leap pack or whatever, like where they just throw a bunch of mortal wounds at you and can deep strike within 6. It's pretty insane. And now they got this one with the new, Skaven priest, which you can obviously proxy for the priests that are like 20 years old in the current army. I think it actually might be 30 years old. And then, the censor bears and the monks. Like, it seems like we're gearing up towards a big Skaven refresh, which is, I'm ready for it, man. I'm glad I'll have all my other stuff, like my Seraphon, my 40k, and all that out of the way. I can focus strictly on big Skaven refresh when that hits. And Bone Splitter refresh, obviously. And then Beast of Chaos, it'll happen in, like, some time, but not close. So that's my Warhammer update. Thank you very much for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Comment below. Tell me what you've been working on, what you've been doing, what you've been playing. I always enjoy hearing what everybody's working on. And, yeah, that's all I got. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.